Welcome to A Cup of Compassion, sponsored by the Show Me Hope Crisis Counseling Program and the Center for Trauma-Informed Innovation at Truman Medical Centers. I'm Reverend Roxanne Pendleton, Senior Projects Coordinator at the Center, and today I want to discuss the practice of empathic joy, and we'll have a little self-compassion practice as well. Please note that the information shared in this video session is not intended to be a substitute for professional, medical, or behavioral health advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. If you have questions for us, you may leave them in the comments section of this video, and we will do our best to respond to questions as we are able after today. So, empathic joy, what is it? Well, humans are blessed with a variety of features in our nervous system, including mirror neurons, that give us the capacity to resonate with the emotions of those around us and the emotions of those that we know. It is very natural for emotions to spread. They are said to be contagious because of these features in our nervous systems. You can catch a bad mood. You can catch excitement. Well, you can also be blessed by someone else's joy. Think about it for a moment. You are one person. There are many, many other people on this planet. So if you can utilize the practice of empathic joy, the practice of opening yourself to the experience of joy because of something good happening to someone else, that multiplies your chances for joy by some, 7 billion? So how does it work? Well, you've experienced it naturally. When something good happens to someone you know or love and you catch that excitement and that joy and you find yourself feeling emotions because of the good fortune of your friend, you might tingle, you might weep, you might laugh out loud, you might jump up and down. That's empathic joy, and we can cultivate it as a practice. Before we begin the actual practice, I want to give credit to Shauna Shapiro. Dr. Shapiro wrote a book called Good Morning, I Love You. And this book has been very helpful for me in cultivating numerous self-care practices. Everything that she teaches in the book is grounded in the research. She tells lots of interesting stories. It's an easy read and it is packed with practices that can help you live well. So I recommend that book. And I want to draw our practice today from what she says about empathic joy. First of all, I want to share the story that she wrote. She says, a 57-year-old woman I worked with had recently endured a devastating divorce. She was struggling with a loss and felt an overwhelming loneliness. She shared how painful it was every time she saw a couple in love. She would well up with jealousy, which would then boil over into shame that she was feeling jealous. Together, we worked on practicing empathic joy. Every time she saw a couple in love, she would practice focusing on the joy they were experiencing. She would wish that that joy would continue, as well as wishing that she would find this kind of love in her own life. After a while, she began to feel happy when she saw couples in love, genuinely able to wish them well, and to see them as an inspiration and signs of hope that she would love again. When we learn to celebrate others' happiness, we come to understand that happiness is not a limited commodity. Other people's happiness does not lessen our own chances for happiness, but actually brings us the very happiness that we are seeking in our lives. So before we do the practice together, I want to warn you. It is not uncommon, in fact, it's very natural when you begin practicing empathic joy, that some of your own envy, perhaps, or jealousy might bubble up And what doesn't work when that happens is A, trying to pretend that it's not there, B, trying to squash it down and kind of shame yourself, C, trying to talk yourself out of it. So we can't pretend it's not there, we can't beat it down with shame and blame, and we can't talk ourselves or reason ourselves out of it. What does work is self-compassion, mindful self-compassion. So intentionally opening ourselves to this hurting part inside, wrapping it in as much love and compassion as we can possibly give, and then acknowledging the pain, naming the pain for what it is, and giving ourselves loving kindness in the midst of that. Doing this self-compassion practice in the midst of an empathic joy practice is a purifying practice. It helps us to transform those sad, wounded feelings into something that is open and can receive and appreciate and experience more joy. So if, as we practice this together, you find yourself having some uncomfortable feelings bubble up, I will guide you through some things that you might say to yourself to move through that. So here we go. Empathic joy. Get into a position where you can sit comfortably with your eyes closed, or if you cannot close your eyes, go ahead and just allow your vision to drift downward so you aren't staring at the screen, and allow your vision to relax and become hazy. And silently reflect on your intention this day to find happiness in the happiness of others. Breathe in, breathe out. And now with that intention firmly planted in your mind to find happiness in the happiness of others, call to mind someone you love who's having good fortune. It could be a dear friend who recently got pregnant after years of trying. It could be a dear colleague who received a promotion or a raise or some kind of award at work. It could be someone who moved to their dream home. As you call the person to mind, picture their joy. Picture their happiness. Maybe it's someone who just healed from a devastating illness. Or maybe their child did something really wonderful or had good fortune. Maybe it's someone whose parent is going to get to see them in some way soon. As you call the person to mind, picture their joy, their happiness. Imagine deeply in your being, in a sensory way, what does that happiness feel like? What does happiness feel like in your chest? What does it feel like in your stomach? What does it feel like in your shoulders? Allow yourself to sit in the experience of feeling happy. And then silently recite these phrases while thinking of this person who is having deep joy. May your happiness continue. May your happiness expand. I'm on your team. I'm rooting for you. May the joy in your life continue and grow and grow. Now release that image and bring to mind another person in your life who's having good fortune. Offer these phrases to different people in your life, one by one. May your happiness continue. May your joy expand. I'm on your team. I'm rooting for you. May the joy in your life continue and grow. Breathe in, Breathe out, release that image of the person who's having happiness. And now just do a check-in with your own body. Scan yourself from head to toe. Notice any feelings of discomfort, any tension. Check in. Do you feel any resentment, any pang of jealousy, or any difficult emotions? These are indicators of negative thoughts that are inhibiting your own happiness. And so allow yourself to describe right now how that feels in your body, or to just name the emotion. You might say, I feel jealous, I feel angry, I feel resentful or sad. You might say, my throat is tight, my chest hurts, I want to clench my fists. Just notice and name these emotions without any judgment. In fact, bring your mind to a sense of compassion. Intend compassion toward yourself and see these thoughts and feelings clearly and respond with something like this. And it helps me to actually place my hand over my sternum, over my heart when I'm doing this self-compassion piece. So you might want to do that too. You don't have to. But if you press your hand against your sternum, gently but firmly, you will activate, you will engage your vagus nerve and help yourself move into the parasympathetic nervous system, which is a calm, soothing place to be. So if it's comfortable, put your hand over your heart and say something like this to yourself. Oh, sweetheart. Or, oh, Roxanne. Call yourself by your name. Oh, sweetheart, you want to feel happy for your friend. And you also feel sad because you were longing for that to happen to you. I know. And then just fill in the blank. I know you too are longing to have a child. I know you too have worked hard and deserve and desire a promotion at work. I know you too would love to be in your dream home. I know you too would love to see your mom or dad one more time. I know you too want your child to be healthy and successful. Name whatever the longing is underneath the hurt and hold it with compassion, tenderness, no shame, no judgment. Simply see the desire of your heart clearly and hold it in compassion and breathe. Now let's allow some wishes to arise. You might want to picture your friends again. You might want to picture yourself. You might want to picture all of you together, or perhaps just a picture of the world in your mind's eye. And repeat these phrases. May all get to experience joy. May the joy in all lives continue and grow. May the joy in the world multiply and be a force for healing for all. May happiness continue. May joy expand. May all be well. Breathe in, breathe out. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes and release this practice. Empathic joy, practiced repeatedly, will begin to naturally cleanse away our negative reactions. And the more we do this practice, we will begin to notice other people's joy around us more frequently, and our capacity to celebrate that joy and to resonate with that joy will be strengthened, and that amount of joy in our own life will multiply. Remember that joy is not finite. There is more than enough for everyone to experience it. Thank you for joining us today. I hope this practice of empathic joy with some intentional self-compassion will serve as a tool to support your well-being during this time. I invite you to join us again next Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for another cup of compassion right here on YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel to be notified of new videos. If you would like crisis counseling support, please call 816-404-6222. For immediate care, call the Disaster Distress Helpline at 800-985-5990. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be well. Take good care.